What is up, my fellow journeymen and women? Welcome back and thanks for joining. In today's episode, we will be showing you the beauty of Lake Como and why it was a favorite spot on our trip. We will be specifically bringing you to the most popular destinations, which include the town of Como, Bellagio, and Varenna. If you're trying to decide if Lake Como is a spot you want to include on your Italy travel itinerary, hopefully this video gives you the confidence to pull the trigger. We start our journey with a full day of traveling from the Amalfi Coast. Alright guys, so after a full day of traveling yesterday, we finally made it. We're in the town of Como, in the major area of Lake Como, and we stayed here last night. It's a beautiful little town that most people, I believe, get in to then see the surrounding areas. We're going to do Bellagio today, and then Verena, and then back to Como. But overall, first impressions, very different type of scenery than the south of Italy. Obviously we're close to Switzerland now, so it's much more mountainous. You can see even the fall colors are coming into the mountains, and it's very quaint and peaceful. I think it's going to be my favorite part of the trip. What do you think about it, Shan? She's camera shy right now. It's too early for her. She can't do it. She needs a coffee. Alright, well, stay tuned for Lake Como content. Alright guys, so we found this cool little map here, and we thought it might be a good way to show you guys where we're going. So we're currently here in Como, and the best way to get around this area is by taking ferries. We're going to take the ferry up Laglio, that's where George Clooney's villa is, and we're going to take it all the way up, and we're staying in Bellagio, which seems to be the center point of Lake Como. From Bellagio, we're going to Verena, staying a night there, and then we are going to come back to Como and take a train to Venice. As you can see, it's a pretty massive lake with a whole bunch of cool shit to do. So
I ran past here.
Shannon ran past there today. Has something to do with Napoleon. Curious to see what it is. Wow. This is a big ass dog. What kind of dog?
Lemberger.
Lemberger?
Yes.
It's huge. So one thing I recommend doing in Como is just going and exploring. Get lost, go shopping like Shannon's doing here, go find quaint little restaurants and sit outside and drink some coffee, maybe smoke a cigarette. I'm just kidding, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't like them. But hey, look at these cool alleyways and these buildings, facades you can go check out. It's awesome. So pro tip from Shan, when you're traveling to other countries, go in their grocery stores, because you could see all the cool stuff that they sell. Let's see what we got here, Shan. Some cool, unique Italian. Oh, that's all over. Look at this. When do you see pancakes? 8 pancakes sold in a grocery store. And then if you want some pizza, of course, while in Italy, you can get your mozzarella sauce on deck.
Mozzarella sauce.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce.
Idiot. You can get some pizza on deck.
I don't know why they really like poke
and a poke bowl. Alright guys, so Shannon's hangry right now. So we're trying to find her something to eat. But I just want to give you guys...
You're hungry too.
Not as hungry as you. This is the main square where everyone just kind of comes together, and then along all the main square streets are all these quaint little alleyways with a lot of shopping. Shannon got some coffee, some drip coffee, and yeah, you could just see it's among all the mountains. The lake is right over there. It's beautiful out here.
It was $2.50 for this thing.
It was $2.50 for that thing. And now we're gonna go, I don't even know what we want to get for lunch, but it's probably gonna be Italian food, and it's probably gonna be complemented with an Aperol Spritz. What do we got here, Shan?
I don't know.
It's a special. It's got meatballs.
I heard
wonder what type of
meatballs.
pasta that is. That looks amazing. This is a shrimp dish. It's handmade. They make it right there. It's amazing.
Where are you gonna post?
YouTube.
Nice. You have to write la pasta como.
La pasta como.
Yeah.
That's the name of the place, right?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Looks amazing.
Also Instagram if you want.
Okay, I'll tag you guys.
Hi everyone. I can't do it.
All right, guys. So we are leaving Como, which is back there, and we're headed to Bellagio right now. Shan, say hi. Shan just tried to do this video explaining to everyone that we're going to Bellagio, but she had to do about 4 different takes before she realized maybe she wasn't meant to be a vlogger. It's in some of our bloods, but maybe not Shan's.
Tell everyone that you messed up on the ticket.
We're not gonna have to talk about that.
No. And pro tip, in advance, you gotta get the tickets. Or else you're gonna be on here for 2 hours like we are right now. Instead of a quick ferry.
All right, you wanna know what else is funny? We're walking to the ferry and Shannon ate shit. Look at that. Absolutely ate shit. It was really funny, and we were in a rush, so we couldn't even wait. But yeah, look how beautiful the lake is. Headed to Bellagio now. It's about a 2-hour ferry, so we got a lot of sights in store. Stay tuned. So if you're trying to figure out how to get around in Lake Como, we definitely recommend taking the ferry, as it is the most efficient and cheapest way to get around the lake. It also feels like a tour in itself, as you get to take in the sights of the lake. For example, this white villa you see here with all the boats circling around it trying to get pictures is actually George Clooney's pad, who is a resident of the lake. I also thought it was really cool just to see how the locals spend their time. All right, guys, so we just got to Bellagio. It's the most well-known town in Lake Como. But before I start this video, we all need to appreciate how good Shannon looks tonight. Look at this fit.
You're so funny.
Look at that dress. Goddamn. Ugh. I gotta try to bat all these little Italian boys away from trying to get at her. But cute little town. You get in right off the water, and you're automatically welcomed to these quaint cobblestone steps. Super charming little village, and we're just kind of getting lost right now. So stay tuned for some good quaint content. So unfortunately, my camera battery died while we were out exploring, so I didn't get much footage of Bellagio. But to sum it up for you, Bellagio is considered the pearl of Lake Como and is a must to check out on your trip. You can spend the day exploring all the little alleyways and stuffing your face in some amazing Italian food, and then walk it off at Villa Melzi, which has a beautiful garden walk right by the lake. If you come to Lake Como in August, just be prepared. It'll be a beautiful sunny day, and then it will turn to this in a matter of a couple minutes. Just raining cats and dogs. Crazy. Poor guys working. All right, good morning, my friends. Today we are going on a Venetian limousine and taking a private tour of Lake Como. It was one of the top recommended things to do when you're out here. It's a good way to, I believe, see all the different little towns. But a little bit of background, I guess I'll show it to you first. This is a Venetian limousine. Pretty swanky little boat here. And as you can see, it's really low. And the reason why it is low, and the reason why they even call it a Venetian limousine, is that it was initially made for Venice to go under all the canals. And to go under the canals, you needed to have the boats really low. So they brought them out here, and they still have the same design. Alright guys, so I just want to show you how nice this boat is. They call it a water limousine because it just is a straight up boat that looks like a limousine. The wood is super nice, polished wood. It comes with a captain and pretty much just a tour of Lake Como. It takes you to a whole bunch of different spots. You get off, you go swimming, and it's just it's a nice cruise. It's beautiful. These boat rides are pretty dope because the captain actually is like a tour guide, and so he stops at all like the significant spots on the lake and gives you a little bit of a historical significance of what each place is. Like, for example, this villa was shot in Casino Royale in James Bond. Pretty dope.
You can only rent it on it. You can go on Airbnb.
Oh, you can rent on Airbnb?
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder how much it is.
Being a Bone Part 6. Lights, camera, action, go.
So what we see in front of us, Shan, if you could please pan over, is the Grand Hotel Tremezzo. And the Grand Hotel Tremezzo is the only place in Lake Como that's 5-star plus, what do you say, Luxor?
Yes.
Luxor, which only
I think.
it's like a 6-star hotel.
Was it?
They have 5 Michelin star rated restaurants in there, and it's suites at like $20,000 a night. It's crazy.
I think you said 2,000.
$2,000 for a room, $20,000 to $50,000 for a suite.
Oh.
So if you want to live it up, Lake Como, go there. Over and out. So we just made a little pit stop because Shannon has a small bladder and needed to pee. But while we're chilling, I was just curious, Miguel, how much are one of these boats here?
If you bought one of these boats with all these optional, you must spend 250,000 euros for this Venetian boat.
250,000 euros. But the guy who owns the company,
Lake Como Water Taxi.
Lake Como
Water Taxi.
Water
yes.
Taxi. If you guys come out here, this brand is the one. It's great service.
And I think that our company have the most beautiful boat here on Lake Como.
Most beautiful
I
boats.
really new this boat.
Yeah. Well, you could tell it's customized, it's tailored. It seems like the owner, at least what he's based on what he's saying, made this boat with his father.
Yes.
And it's a bit different than the other brown boats. This one's kind of white. And the trim is like this light brown color. You can see the inside. And there's actually a roof that comes over for when it rains. Oh, there's Shanny T. What's up, Shanny T? You good?
Look at that. I did it. Hey there.
Oh, hey there.
Okay, now we are in front of Mezzegra. Mezzegra is not a beautiful town. It's not a touristic town. It's not famous town. And you can tell me why I stopped the boat here. Why?
Why?
Why? Mezzegra, it was really important for the Second World War, because where you see the church on the top of the town, it was found Benito Mussolini.
Ooh.
Yes, and the local found him near one small house on the right of the church, and the local decided to bring him inside the prison, exactly inside the church, for 3 days. After these 3 days, the locals started to have scared that the Nazis came here for bringing outside Benito Mussolini, so the local decided to kill him and his mistress.
Here?
Yes, with a shot right in front of the church.
Oh my God.
In 70 April 1945.
Holy
it
shit.
was the day of the end of the war. Because Benito Mussolini, it was the only big power in the Second World War, because some weeks before Hitler killed him by himself.
Wow.
So after that Benito Mussolini, it was killed, it was the end of the war, and the body of Benito Mussolini, it was bring in Milan, in Piazzale Loreto, Square Loreto. It was hung up as naked for other 7 days, for be sure that he was really, really dead.
Oh my God.
He was hung up naked for 7
Everyone,
days.
yes, everyone know that Benito Mussolini was killed in Milan, but it was killed here in Mezzegra.
What's this place called?
Mezzegra.
Mezzegra.
Yes.
So, if you guys heard Miguel, what he pretty much just said is Benito Mussolini, who was the dictator in Italy during World War II, was rumored to have been killed in Milan. He was actually killed in this town right here. And to make sure he was dead, they hung him up naked for 6 days, which is just king nar. So this villa behind me, if you guys are Star Wars fans or James Bond fans, you might be able to tell that it was shot in which Star Wars movie? Attack of the Clones?
Episode 2 Attack of the Clones.
Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, and then James Bond Casino Royale. There you go. Now you guys can see it in person. Shan, what do you think? You like it?
I like it.
So if you guys are Succession fans, if you recall when they go to Lake Como for like a meeting, I forgot which meeting it was for, this is the house that they had it at. Right behind Shannon over there. That's the house where he gets off. He's on a little boat like this, and he has that meeting. I remember actually thinking that.
I remember that.
All right, guys, so we have just made it to Varenna, and Verena is the most beautiful, at least to all the locals, the most beautiful town in Lake Como. As you can see, kind of speaks for itself. This right here is the old town, and it's connected by the Arc of Love, which is a walkway, to the new town, which is over there. And what's interesting is that this place only has three hotels for tourists. So most people who are actually here are like locals and people who are just visiting for the day. Me and Chan actually got one of those hotels, so we get to see what it's like to actually stay here at night. And yeah, I guess you have to add Verena to the itinerary when you come to Lake Como. Good morning, my friends. Cheers from Varenna, a nice little small beautiful town in Lake Como. It's about 15 minutes from Bellagio, which is right across the lake over there. As you can see, it's quite beautiful here. Really, really nice spot. Beautiful view. This is the suite we're in today. It's at Royal Victoria Hotel. Don't mind the messy ass room. But today we are actually going to Lierna, which is right over there, and we're doing a cooking class with a lady and her family, and we're learning how to make a whole bunch of different types of pastas. We're doing some wine tasting, I think, and this was Shan's idea. She really wanted to do it, but it sounds like a great, cool, authentic experience to do in Lake Como. So stay tuned for some awesome food and great cooking. If you're interested in doing the cooking class yourself, I left a link down in the description below. It's a group cooking class with a local named Anna Marie, who is extremely welcoming and friendly. Honestly, after all the constant traveling and sightseeing, this was a great change of pace, and the food turned out amazing. Highly recommended. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed your Venetian limousine ride through Lake Como. In the next episode, we'll be heading to Venice for our final leg of the trip. If you enjoyed your journey with us, please don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel and get notified on when the next video comes out. Until next time, peace, y'all.